Right, good afternoon, morning, night, whatever time it is for you in the world. Um, so what we'll be doing is creating another two different types of lifts. So one that will just have an up and down button that will just take you from A to B. The same way we did just on component overlap, but we're just going to say go from A to B. And then the second one will be going from A to B to C. Like, so you could set multiple floors and say, I want to go from here to here to here, or go from A to B, or B to C, or C to B, whatever order you want to go in the lift to jump between. So we're going to create a new type of blueprint for the lift. Um, So you may notice here in my folder structure in the blueprint actors folder that we created, I just moved my lift into a folder called lifts, and then I have lift one right here, which is this one here. All I've done is just reorganize. So I have all my types of lifts in a folder, different folders. So lift one, what I want to do is just copy this, Control C, and I'm just going to go into lift two and paste. And I'll renumber this to 02. So now I have a second lift. I can bring this in. And what we want to do is we're going to delete some of this stuff in the blueprint of lift 2. And we're going to rework this to allow us to, go up and down with a button press rather than on begin overlap. So we don't need this trigger box in here, or the box collision, should I say. So we can delete a few things. So we can delete this on begin overlap, we don't need. We also don't need, actually, we don't need the delay. We can delete all of this. Delete all of this. We still need the animation to go from point A to point B because we're setting it with the arrows. We don't really need the logic for this, so we can delete this. And that's it, really. All we need to do, we're going to delete, let me just delete a few things already because I've kind of prepared what we're going to do, so delete that. So we have the lift mesh, which is, the lift. So that's lift. This is our component lift, right? And we're saying we want to set the relative to Z. And this was our animation. Now we want to do is have events to trigger this, right? So let's hit compile and save. So if we go to a viewport, we just have this, nothing else, right? So let's create a custom event. Custom event. Add a custom event. So we're just using our existing animation. We haven't changed it. On our third lift, we'll build it completely different. So we'll do a different type of logic. We won't use the timeline, and we'll use a move component too. So you can have so you can see there are different ways of building. It's not just one way. I'll do that in the next video. But this video we'll just use our existing animation, and we'll just use a custom event to trigger it to go up and down on a button press. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a call lift. So this will call lift up. This event will be called lift up, and this will be, so if the lift starts at the bottom, we want to say, okay, it will be play, right? So we're saying call the lift up, and then we're going to say custom event call lift down, capital C, down. Oh, okay, so we're calling lift down, so that'll be in reverse. So these two events, we'll call these events. Now what we need to do is create two buttons that will send the lift up or down. So let's hit compile and save. So we know we're doing that. So we're going to go to our content window. And in here, we're just going to create a new blueprint class, actor. And we're going to just call this lift btn. So up, button up. All right. And in here, I'm going to add a static mesh. Sorry. Now I'll let you design your lift button to however you want. So I'm just using basic geometry and nothing fancy. So there's nothing fancy about this. It's just going to be a cube. Just like the lift itself, you can, import a better mesh and you can add like lift doors and flashing lights and, flickering buttons, whatever you want. I'll leave that creativity up to you to make your lift look how you want. Um, but this here is going to be our very basic button, right? You can press E on it and we want it to send an event, right, to say go up or down. So this is our lift button going up. So for us to interact with it, we need to add the BPI interaction node, right? So we need to add the class into here. So class settings, BPI interaction, and now we can call this to go up. Now I'm gonna just add some text, right? Just add some text so you can see which ones you want to know which buttons going up or down, right? And let's just rotate this so it's on the actual plate. So I'm gonna set this to 90. I'm gonna set the text to center pivot and center pivot so it centers on the actual axis. Bring this forward front of the button, and you can like type whatever you want. So you can maybe have a arrow if you wanted and say it like as an up arrow, and you can change the word size of that text and stuff. I'm just going to type up. I'm just going to keep it simple: up and down, right? So you know what it is, right? It's just for this. Again, you can design this like this is just so you know which one's which, right? Right, compile. We're going to go to double click our interaction node, and we don't need these three, so we can get rid of those. So we have our blueprint interaction, and we want to say we want to get an active class, right? So get active class, and we know it's going to be, if we go to our content window, it's BP lift 2 that we want to control because we put the custom events in there. So BP lift 2, right? So BP lift 2 we're controlling, and we want to call lift up like so. That's all we have to do, and then you can link this to the target, compile, save. There we go. So now when we go to hit E on that button, it will now trigger this event and play the animation. All right, let's go back into our window here, content window. Let's duplicate this because we've already built it. We just have to duplicate and change this to down. All right. And again, it's the same lift, but we're changing the call event right here at the end. What event we're sending. So we're saying call lift down, right? Compile, save. So now if we go into our window here, and we used to get I forgot to rename the text as well. So let's just go back in here and change that to down. You can type in down. You may want to scale that down a little as well. There you go. Compile, save. Again, you could use arrow. Like I said, it could be an arrow. Like so, if I did the arrow here, and then, for example, this is just to show you that you don't have to type in the word down, but you could do something like that, and then type in. I don't know, make sure that's like -180. There you go. Then you could have a down and up arrow. Entirely up to you. Compile, save. Um, Now you can down arrow. If I go back in here, let's change the text again. I'll do the arrow again. Just put the arrow, and I'll just change the scale. So it's entirely that's just it's just a visual thing. Whatever you want. So now we have an up and down arrow. All right. Anyway, let's bring these two blueprints into our scene, and let's scale them down like so. And I'll place them on the wall, and I want the up button up here, and they're rotated the wrong way because we can't see the icons. Right, it's the little arrows that we added. So 180 there. So if we hit play, and let the animation happen. If we walk up to our buttons, so we step on, step off, lift is not going to do nothing, right? We press up, E, down, E, nothing's happening. Why is that? Let's check. So we go to our lift. We are calling the button. Let's call lift up and call lift down. That's correct. We're setting the oh, it's my fault. We didn't set the arrow. We didn't set the endpoint. So it is working. It's just not saying where's the endpoint. We haven't set that. So remember, we have to set this here. Just change the arrow and move this up. So it was basically going 0 to 0. So it was working, but we just didn't set the endpoint. There we go. So let's go back here, hit play. That's easy to forget. Now we walk up to the left, we press up, it will go to that endpoint now. So press down, we can call the lift down. Now if I press down again, nothing will happen. If I press up, it will go up. If I hit up again, it stays up, nothing will happen. There you go. So now you have an up and down button that you can send the lift up and down. Now if you want to parent those buttons to the lift, you can also do that. So what you can do is, if we go into that lift, we add a child actor. So click on the lift here because we want to parent it to that. Add and type in child actor, right? And then this, we can call this up btn, so up button. And again, I'll click on the lift and then add another child actor and call this down btn, button, short for button btn. Okay, so we've got these two buttons. If you go to viewport, you will not see anything because you need to say which actor is it that you want to, the child actor, which child actor do you want to load in, right? So it'll be, of course, if we go here, it'll be the lift button down and lift button up. So if I go here and type in lift button up, there you go, and it appears, and then lift button down. So now I can select both of these buttons, right? Go into the world here, just scale them down in the viewport. Oh, we can move it smaller. And then say place it over here. Entirely up to you where you want to position it. I'll just position them somewhere over here. Normally like the lift buttons are in the corner. Let's move the lift button up above it. Anyway, compile, save. So now this will move with the lift. So we step on the platform. So if I go here, play, just let this run through again. Right. So again, these buttons will still control the same lift. Up. Now we're going up, down, we go down. Again, I can press this one to go up and then say, okay, I want to go down, press down. So you can parent the buttons to the lift. So if say the lift is stuck up here, I can still use these buttons to call the lift back down. Yeah. So there you go. We have built a lift that works with buttons. So we just converted our existing lift. We kept the same animation and we just added some buttons to call this event to move it up and down. Now, in the next video, we'll create a third lift that will take us from, say, ground floor to first floor to second floor. And we'll have buttons. So we have 3 buttons within our lift. And we'll change the way the animation is done. So we won't use the add timeline. We'll use the move to component. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Enjoy your day, morning, night. Thank you again.